Dad, what the hell is going on? Is it true that you asked Mom for a divorce? She just told me that you ambushed her with papers this morning. What on earth were you thinking? You owe her and I an explanation.
Well, Emily, sadly, it's true. Your mother and I are getting a divorce. And if you're on her side, then I guess I'll have to cut you off as well.
What the hell? You are crazy. First of all, I am asking you why. How could I take sides when I don't even know why you are doing this? Please explain.
I guess your mother hasn't told you anything then.
No, she hasn't. Do you know why? It's because she doesn't know why you are suddenly asking for a divorce. All she knows is that you had these papers prepared and brought it up out of the blue. It sounded like Mom really had no clue this was coming. Dad, come on, talk to me. I thought you guys were doing well. Has something happened since I left town? I haven't been home enough to understand your relationship with her these days.
Huh? Did she actually say that?
Say what?
That she doesn't have any idea why I'm divorcing her? Because if she doesn't understand why, then she has a serious problem.
Huh? What is that supposed to mean? Just tell me what it is, Dad.
You know what? No. I'm not going to just hand out reasons for free. She should really think about it herself. If she can't figure out why I'm doing this, then she needs to get some kind of help.
Come on, Dad. You're being ridiculous. We can't move things forward if you're the only person who knows what is going on.
I'm doing this for her, Emily. Don't you see it's not going to help her if everyone keeps babying her? She's a grown woman. She needs to reflect on the things she's done. Anyway, I'm just about to kick her out of the house. That should give her plenty of motivation and time to think about her actions.
What? Dad, you told her about the divorce just this morning. You can't do that. There's no need to be cruel to her. Besides, it's getting late. Just let her sleep in my room or something, please.
No, I'm not gonna go easy on her. She's put herself in this situation. I guess this is difficult to understand for a 25-year-old girl. But you need to grow up and stop being so naive too, Emily.
Well, it's certainly true that I am having difficulty understanding what you're doing. Especially since you're not giving any hints. But I'm saying that it's late, and it's not safe for Mom to be wandering around the streets in the dark.
She's a grown woman. I'm sure she'll be able to figure out where to stay for the night. I just don't want her in my house anymore. I'd rather be called cruel than to be sharing a roof with that greedy bitch. Don't worry, no one's going to harass an old lady anyway.
Dad, I am your daughter. If you're not going to tell me what's going on, then at least have some decency not to call her names in front of me. And what the hell do you mean greedy? Does this have something to do with money? It can't be though, can it? Mom is the most frugal person on earth.
Well, I guess she was doing a great job fooling all of us. I should have known who she really is on the inside. She's deceived me and you as well.
Huh?
Don't let her get to you, Emily. I'm telling you, your mother is full of lies.
Mom, where are you right now? Did Dad really kick you out?
Yes, he did. I was able to find a cab and just arrived at the station. I think I'm going to take your offer to stay with you tonight. If you are still okay with it, that is.
Of course you can, Mom. You can stay with me for as long as you need.
Thank you, sweetheart. I just entered the station. It looks like a train should be arriving soon. Is there a clinic that is still open at this hour near your apartment?
I don't know of any clinics, but the hospital is near the station you get off. Why? Are you feeling ill?
Well, I don't want to upset you, but I guess you will find out the second I see you. Your father hit me when he kicked me out.
He did what? Where? On your face?
Yes, it's not that bad, but it's a bit swollen around the eye. I'd like to get it checked out if possible, just to be sure there's nothing broken.
Oh my god, Mom, I am so sorry. I will meet you at the station and we will go to the hospital together. Are you in pain? Are you bleeding?
I have a small cut, but it stopped bleeding now. But yes, I am in kind of pain, so I would like some strong painkillers from the doctor if possible. I want to be able to get some sleep tonight. It's been a very long day.
Of course.
Oh, but your father took most of my cash and credit card. Thankfully, I have a debit card from my old account, but I wasn't able to stop by the ATM. Is it possible to borrow some money from you? I feel horrible asking. I'll pay you back tomorrow when I get the cash out.
Mom, don't worry about anything. I got you covered. God, I can't believe he hit you. Why is this happening though?
He still won't say?
No, but he called you greedy. Do you have any idea why?
He said that to my face too. But I honestly don't know why I asked him what he's talking about, but he just yells without any decent explanation. Honest to God, Emily, I haven't spent much money on, well, anything.
Yeah, I believe you. You are the complete opposite of greedy. We all know it.
I do not know. There must be something real strange going on in his head. Oh, the train is here.
Okay, good. I'm glad you didn't have to wait too long. It should take about 30 minutes for the train to arrive into the city. Try to get some rest during the ride, okay? I will be waiting for you at the station exit, and we can talk about everything after we get you cleaned up at the hospital.
Okay. Thank you, Emily.
I love you, Mom.
Love you too, honey. See you soon.
Emily, has your mother contacted you? As I told you last night, you can't let that woman get to you. She's full of lies. Don't talk to her, do you understand?
That is impossible, Dad.
You spoke to her?
Yes, of course I have. And frankly, I have no clue how you expect me to be supportive of you. I mean, Mom doesn't know why you are divorcing her. And clearly, you are not telling us what's going on. We don't know what is making you act the way you are acting right now. But hey, here's what I do know. You hit her and kicked her out of the house. So make a guess, Dad. Whose side do you think I am on now?
Oh, well, I didn't mean to hit her. That was just an accident. Things got out of hand because she won't admit what she's done.
Whatever. If you want me to have any sympathy for you, you better start talking, or I am going to stop talking to you.
Emily, listen to me. This is all her fault, not mine.
Well, make me understand then.
Fine. I wanted her to come clean about everything, but so be it. Your mother used all my savings without my permission. $100,000 gone! Can you imagine?
What? 100,000?
That's right. I was so shocked when I found out. All these years she was acting so frugal to gain our trust. She was probably waiting for the right moment to steal from me. So there, now you know the truth. We might be married, but I will not allow her to do such a thing. That is why I am divorcing her. I'm sorry, but your mother is a greedy thief.
Okay. Why did she do it, though?
Huh?
Well, I mean, if you think she stole from you, you of course confirmed it with her, right? You are not just saying it's gone, right? Do you know how she spent the money?
Of course I do. She bought a car.
A car? What? Dad, that doesn't make any sense. She hasn't driven in years, ever since she got into that nasty accident. She only takes the cab and public transport, you know that.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off. She didn't buy the car for herself. She used my money to buy her brother one. Can you believe that?
You mean Uncle Bob? Well, I did see him driving a new car when I saw him last. But are you sure about that?
Yes, I am. I looked it up. That car was just around $100,000.
Wait, did you really check that Mom paid for it? He probably bought it himself.
Bob buy a car? Not possible. That guy doesn't have that kind of money. He barely works. That fool is over 40 now, and all he does is go to the bar every day. He's a loner because no one wants a drunk like him. And the money he inherited from your grandfather is long gone. He's a loser and does not deserve that kind of a luxury car.
Dad? No, you got it wrong. Uncle Bob didn't use up Grandpa's money. He put it into investment. In stocks, I think. The last I heard, he was doing pretty well with it.
Stock investment?
Yeah, that's what he does, you know? He's an investor. He always had multiple investments, so he knows what he's doing. Why do you think he doesn't have any money? You should know about this, Dad.
Huh? He's an investor?
Yes, and for the record, I have never seen him drunk. He also has a fiancée. He is getting married soon. He is nothing like you think.
Oh, well.
You are being totally strange. How come you're acting like you don't know any of this? Mom told you about him being engaged months ago. Have you not been listening?
Did she? I don't recall anything.
Of course she did. We are invited to his wedding. And I remember Mom telling you that Uncle Bob was looking for a car recommendation because he was getting married. He wanted something more suitable as a family car. So I'm pretty sure that the new car you are talking about is what he bought in preparation of his marriage.
Well, it doesn't make any sense. What happened to my money then? If your mother didn't use it to buy her brother a car, then where did my $100,000 go?
Seriously, Dad, you need to talk to Mom. I think you are making a huge mistake.
Hello, Gary.
Sandra, it's you. I'm surprised to hear from you directly. Do you finally have something you'd like to say to me?
Yes. So, what is this about me spending your money? 100,000, you say? I never in my life touched anybody else's monies but mine. And the most expensive thing I bought over the years is maybe the dishwasher that was a couple of $100. Why are you accusing me of something that I have never done? You're making everything up in your own head.
Well, then let me ask you this. What happened to the money you inherited from your father? There should have been like, what, $200,000? You act so frugal and yet you spent the entire thing. You must have used mine too after you realized your pocket was empty.
What the hell are you talking about? The money I inherited from my father is sitting in my bank account, untouched. Not a cent, Gary.
What?
Why on earth do you even care about my inheritance?
You haven't touched it? Well, then your brother got that car on his own?
My brother's car? Yes. Of course he would buy his own car. Why the hell would I buy him one? He has money himself. Much more than I do.
I guess what Emily was saying about the guy was true then. I had no idea he was an investor and had thought you were giving him things.
What the hell?
Well then, I guess I can take back the whole divorce thing. You can come back home.
I beg your pardon?
Tell you what, I'll let you off the hook if you give me half of the inheritance from your dad right away.
I'm sorry. What?
You know, for causing confusion. You should have explained yourself better when I confronted you.
I don't think so.
Huh?
Don't you hum me. Why on earth would I give you any of what my father left me? You are not worth a penny of it. That is a precious gift from him. And if I ever use it for something, that is my decision, and mine only. I don't owe you anything. Not money, and definitely not an apology. Keep dreaming, Gary.
You don't know anything, do you, stupid woman? I'm saying give me half of what I'm entitled to. It should have been in my account long ago. If you would have done so sooner, we wouldn't be in the situation we're in now.
Entitled? What the hell are you talking about? You are not entitled to anything.
Of course I am, silly. I have the right to inherit the money just as you do by law.
What crazy law are you referring to? Please explain because I'm so confused.
I am his son-in-law. I have the right to inherit his money, you dumbass. Clearly you don't know anything, Sandra. Just do as I say, okay? If a parent dies, the children are entitled to equal divisions of the inheritance, and the spouse of the child another half. So if you inherited $200,000, I'm entitled to $100,000. Get it? God, you're so stupid. Now I waited 2 years for you to give it to me, so just get on with it. If you had done it when your dad died, none of this drama would have ever happened. This is all your fault, not mine.
Oh my god. This is actually funny. You think you can trick me like that? I'm not as stupid as you think I am. And the spouse of the child, another half? Don't make me laugh. Maybe in Garyland, but not in this country, honey.
What? I'm not tricking you, I'm just telling you the truth.
Why don't you do some reading for once, Gary? The inheritance, unless otherwise stated in the sealed will, is distributed to the spouse and the children. And it stops there. No children-in-law. You are not entitled to anything, you fool.
What? No, that can't be true. I heard it from a buddy at the bar. He assured me that I had as much right as you do.
You believe what another drunk told you? Seriously, Gary, you are embarrassing. You are a grown man. You should have at least checked the fact if you believed him. But hey, we are all aware how you are so clumsy about finding the truth. You always believe what you want to. It's so pathetic. Get a grip.
I don't believe you. You're the one trying to trick me. You know what? I am divorcing you after all. Even if what you're saying is true, you just proved that you are, in fact, greedy. I supported you all these years, and you won't even give me my share. I can't stay with someone like you. You had your chance to make things right with me. Well, baby, it's gone now. Our marriage is over.
That is not a problem for me, dear. In fact, I have already signed the papers and sent them to my lawyer, who should have been discussing it with your lawyer as we speak. I'm sure yours will be contacting you very shortly.
Well, smarty pants, you just watch what happens. I've hired a well-known divorce attorney. He's going to squeeze everything out of you.
Whatever, Gary. Whatever. All we are going to do is see you making an embarrassment out of your own stupidity. Bye.
Sandra! Sandra, where the hell are you? Answer my damn calls. What is this about suing me for consolation money? On what grounds? And why am I being denied my division of assets?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about again? Have you not been speaking to your own lawyer? I shouldn't be the one who has to explain these things to you. Please don't contact me.
Just tell me why you're suing me. For what? I never cheated on you.
Okay, thank you? Oh my god, Gary. You think a woman can only sue for consolation? Money if the man cheats, don't you? How could you been so blind that you are this dumb?
Well, what then? You don't have anything on me.
Of course I do. You assaulted me, remember? I have medical records from when you beat me before kicking me out of the house.
On top of that, you spread stupid rumors among my family and friends about me using your non-existing money. You really did yourself a favor, just adding reasons for me to sue you, Gary. You know I can actually get you arrested for assaulting me, right?
Arrest? You can't do that!
Yes, I certainly can.
But you wouldn't do that to me! I am your husband!
You mean nothing to me, Gary. But no, I won't, at least for now. And that is simply for the sake of Emily. Because I don't want her to become the daughter of a convicted criminal. So if you agree to pay me what I have asked for, then I will promise not to report you to the police. If you want to keep fighting, then God knows that I will decide in the upcoming days. Do you understand what I am saying?
Well, what about the division of assets? As long as I get the equal share of what you have, I can pay you from that.
What? You are such a dreamer.
What do you mean? I might not be eligible for your father's inheritance, but I'm certainly eligible to the division of our assets from while we were married.
No. Inherited money is considered separate property if kept in individual accounts or not used for marital expenses. Too bad, Gary. As I have not been telling you repeatedly, you are not entitled to anything.
What?
I'm sure your lawyer is going to fill you in on the rest. Make sure you listen carefully. Clearly, you haven't been doing so up to this point. I am tired of having to explain things from you.
Wait, Sandra!
No, I'm not waiting.
Please! Listen, I don't have any money! I won't survive if I have to pay you anything! You don't want me wandering around the streets, do you? I'm Emily's daddy!
I don't know how you don't have any money since you do work, but I guess you are going to have to work even harder. Not that it have any of my business. I have nothing more to say to you. You shouldn't be contacting me at all anyway. From here on, please talk to me through your lawyer, like you should have been in the first place. Goodbye. I am locking you now.
Sandra? Hello? Sandra!
My mother and I were left in shock after the whole thing, for not realizing how dumb and ignorant my father was all these years. We heard through my mother's divorce lawyer that the lawyer on the other end too was having a very hard time with my father because his level of understanding of the whole situation was extremely poor and he required extensive instructions on what to do or not to do. Even though they were on opposite sides, my mother felt terrible for making my father's lawyer go through his stupidity. Having no grounds for winning any of my mother's inheritance, and with solid proof of his abuse, not only did Mom keep all her money, but the court also ruled that she received the consolation money she asked for, leaving my father in debt. It turned out that the pathetic man didn't have much money left in his account because he used all up on luxury items he never needed in the first place, assuming he was going to win money from the divorce. He now cries his sorry bum every night, alone in the filthy old apartment he can barely afford.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.